Hare Krishna. Thursday, February 18, 1486 AD. A cool evening around 6:30 p.m. A full moon night and a lunar eclipse. A small village in West Bengal. An event which changed the course of the entire world forever. A village which is now known as Mayapur. The event, the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, more popularly known as Gaur Purnima. It was on a Phalguna Purnima 538 years ago that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advented out of his causeless mercy to deliver the fallen conditioned souls of Kali Yuga. During a short span of 48 years, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu manifested super excellent pastimes with his devotees and eternal associates. These pastimes are sweeter than nectar, and whoever hears of them cannot help but be captivated by them. There are 12 transcendental rasas or mellows in the relationships between Krishna and his devotees. Krishna is Rasa Vigraha, the reservoir of all rasas, and Lord Chaitanya is Krishna himself. Thus, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu exhibited the sweetest rasas of all relationships that the Supreme Lord exchanges with his devotees. On the eve of Gaur Purnima 2024, the 538th appearance day of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, devotees of Hare Krishna movement Chennai submit their humble offering for the pleasure of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Chaitanya Rasotsava, a celebration of the reservoir of all rasas, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Come, let us all immerse ourselves in the sweetest rasa of Lord Chaitanya's pastimes. Let Chaitanya Rasotsava begin. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna?
Yes.
Hare Krishna. What are you so busy on your phone?
Oh, sorry. I just posted something on my social media, so just checking how many likes I got.
Well, today is the age of social media. Everyone is busy in taking pics and selfies and posting in their social media accounts. And all of us are very eager to see how many likes and views we got. And when you see the number of followers we have on our social media accounts grows in number, our heart swells with pride.
And if the number of followers doesn't grow, the reverse will happen. We go into depression. But why is the current day world is so much addicted with views, likes and followers?
Because there is a certain rasa in it. The rasa of knowing that someone likes you, appreciates you and keenly follows you.
Exactly. This is called Shanta Rasa.
Speaking of Santa Rasa, there is a wonderful pastime of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu where this Santa Rasa is displayed.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after he had taken sannyasa, was on a tour of South India. During that time period, he visited Sri Rangam and stayed there for 4 months during the Chaturmasya period.
At that time, Mahaprabhu came across a Brahmana who was reciting all the 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. He was, however, pronouncing the verses wrongly at many places, and all other Brahmanas are laughing at him.
But the Brahmana did not pay attention to the teasing of others, but he kept up his practice of recitation of Bhagavad Gita daily. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu observed the Brahmana, who was filled with ecstatic happiness by simply reciting the Bhagavad Gita verses, because his eyes are full of tears.
Curious to see this, Mahaprabhu asked the Brahmana, "My dear sir, why are you in such ecstatic love? Which portion of Bhagavad Gita gives you such transcendental pleasure?"
The Brahmana replied that he was illiterate and didn't know the meaning, but it was his spiritual master order to recite Bhagavad Gita daily, and he was simply following his order. However, during the recitation, the Brahmana could only see Lord Krishna at the chariot, holding chariot in his hand and instructing Arjuna the science of Bhagavad Gita. However, during this, Lord Krishna appeared very beautiful and blackish. Seeing all these beautiful features of Lord Krishna, Brahmana became very happy, and this is the main reason he never deviated from the path of reading Bhagavad Gita.
By hearing this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told the Brahmana that he was an authority in the reading of Bhagavad Gita. Whatever the Brahmana knew is the real purport of Bhagavad Gita. By saying this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced the Brahmana, who fell
Wow.
cry at the lotus feet of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
The Brahmana told Mahaprabhu that when he saw him, his happiness doubled. Because at that time he concluded that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu must be Krishna himself. So at that time he became a great devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and never leave his company in Sri Rangam.
This is the wonderful pastime of illiterate Brahmana, who is developing an understanding and appreciation of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Lord Krishna himself. Come, let us relive this wonderful pastime of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is a reservoir of all the rasas.
Hari Bol!
Which portion of the Bhagavad Gita gives you such transcendental pleasure? I'm an illiterate, but I'm doing this in compliance with the orders of my spiritual master. Indeed, you are an authority in the reading of Bhagavad Gita. Whatever you know constitutes the real purport of Bhagavad Gita.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
You know what? I had an amazing experience just now.
What was that? Can you share with me?
Have you heard of Akshay Patra?
Are you talking about the NGO which feeds children with free midday meal?
Exactly. I visited this centralized kitchen. It was a very wonderful experience. It is very hygienic, most dedicated people around them, and all the people's the most modern technology. From each kitchen, they feed thousands of children. In India, they feed 23 lakhs of children daily. Can you imagine that?
23 lakh? Wow, such a huge number. How are they managing it?
This Akshaya Patra came out of Srila Prabhupada's vision that no child should go out of hungry within 10 miles of radius of his temples.
What a vision, what a compassion Prabhupada had.
Speaking about compassion, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu exhibited so much compassion towards his devotees, or the rasas called Daya. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so much merciful incarnation on this earth.
A vivid demonstration of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is his deliverance to a leper by name Vasudeva.
Vasudeva is a resident of Kurmakshetra, and he was suffering from the disease called leprosy. And they were wounds around his body. Because of wounds, it is filled with worms.
But even though it is filled with worms, he was such an exalted devotee of Krishna that whenever worms used to fall out of his wound, he used to pick it up and put back in his wound. Because he saw the worms too as living entities, part and parcel of Krishna.
When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Kurmakshetra, he was staying at a devotee Brahmana's house. Hearing this news, the Vasudeva came to the Brahmana's house. Before he reached the house, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left from the house. Hearing this news, Vasudeva fainted out of distress. Do not have meet with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
But being Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knows what is in everyone's heart. So by knowing the sheer intensity of eagerness of Vasudeva the leper, Mahaprabhu returned to meet him.
Although Vasudeva was in such an aberrant condition that no one would touch Vasudeva because of his leprosy disease, but Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced him very gladly because he is a pure devotee of Lord Krishna. That he is very lovingly he's embraced him.
Not only did he embrace him, simply by his touch, Vasudeva, the leper, got completely cured of leprosy and regained his youthful body and luster. Such is the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Come, let us live the pastime of wonderful pastime of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Who is reservoir of all rasas.
Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol.
There was also a Brahmana named Vasudeva, who was a great person but was suffering from leprosy. Indeed, his body was filled with living worms. Although suffering from the leprosy, the Brahmana Vasudeva was enlightened. As soon as one worm fell from his body, he would pick it up and place it back again in the same location. Then, one night Vasudeva heard of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's arrival, and in the morning he came to see the Lord at the house of Kurma. When the leper Vasudeva came to Kurma's house to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was informed that the Lord had already left. The leper then fell to the ground, unconscious. When Vasudeva, the leper Brahmana, was lamenting due to not being able to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Lord immediately returned to that spot and embraced him. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu touched him, both the leprosy and his distress went to a distant place. Indeed, Vasudeva's body became very beautiful to his great happiness. The Brahmana Vasudeva was astonished to behold the wonderful mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he began to recite the verses from Srimad Bhagavatam, touching the Lord's lotus feet. He said, "Who am I, a sinful poor friend of Brahmana? And who is Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, full in 6 opulences? Nonetheless, he has embraced me with his 2 arms. After instructing the Brahmana Vasudeva in that way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu disappeared from that place. Then the two Brahmanas, Kurma and Vasudeva, embraced each other and began to cry, remembering the transcendental qualities of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Jai Sri Ram.
Look like you are also relishing the flavor of the moment. With the inauguration of a temple for Ramlala at Ayodhya, the whole country is immersed in glorifying the Lord Rama.
Truly so. And whenever you can think of Lord Ram, can Hanuman be far behind? No wonder you can hear Hanuman Chalisa everywhere around.
Hanuman is so highly glorified because of his bhava of servitude to the Lord Rama. It is impossible to find a greater servant of Lord Rama than Hanuman.
Bhava of servitude or Dasyarasa. Speaking of Dasyarasa, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu exhibited a wonderful pastime which embodies an epitome of Dasyarasa.
Lord Chaitanya's spiritual master, Ishwar Puri, had another disciple by name Govinda. Ishwar Puri ordered Govinda to become a personal servant of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Being the order of spiritual master, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted Govinda as his personal servant.
Every day after his noon meal, Mahaprabhu would take some rest. It was long-standing practice of Govinda to massage the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu until Mahaprabhu fell asleep. After Mahaprabhu fell asleep, Govinda would take his lunch prasadam.
Once, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was laying down at a doorstep in a room. When Govinda came to massage his lotus feet, he found Mahaprabhu was blocking the doorway. Govinda repeatedly requested Mahaprabhu to turn around so he could come in a room and massage Mahaprabhu's lotus feet.
But Mahaprabhu refused to do so, saying he was too tired to move his body. Finally, seeing no other alternative, Govinda spread a cloth on Mahaprabhu and crossed over it and started massaging the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
It is an offense to cross over a body of a living entity, as every living body is a residence of a Paramatma. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Swayam Paramatma himself. So it is a greater offense to cross over a body of a supreme personality. However, Govinda did not mind doing this.
During the massage, Mahaprabhu fell asleep. After some time, he awoke. He saw Govinda still seated at his lotus feet. He asked Govinda why he had not gone to take his lunch prasadam as he would normally do so.
Govinda replied, as Mahaprabhu was blocking the doorway, so he could not cross over his body, as it was offense. Then he remained seated there.
Mahaprabhu asked him why he had not gone out the same way he had come in, to which Govinda remained silent. The truth is, Govinda was ready to go to hell to render his service onto the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but he was not ready to go to hell to satisfy his hunger.
Knowing how Govinda was attached to rendering his service as his personal servant, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was extremely pleased with him. Govinda exhibited the epitome of Dasyarasa, being attached to rendering his service, even at the risk of committing an offense.
Come, now let us relive this wonderful pastime of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is a reservoir of all rasas.
Hari Bol!
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lay down at the doors of Gambhira, and Govinda came there to massage his legs. It was a steady, long-standing rule that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would lie down to rest after the lunch, and Govinda would come to massage his legs. Then Govinda would honor the remnants of the food left by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This time, when the Lord lay down, he occupied the entire doorways. Govinda could not enter the room, and therefore he made the following request. Kindly turn on one side. Let me pass to enter the room. However, the Lord replied, I do not have strength to move my body. Govinda made his request again and again, but the Lord replied, I cannot move my body. Govinda repeatedly requested, I want to massage your legs. But the Lord said, do it or don't do it. It depends on your mind. Then Govinda spread the Lord's wrapper over the Lord's body and in this way entered the room by crossing over him. Govinda massaged the Lord's legs as usual. He pressed the Lord's waist and back very softly, and thus all the Lord's fatigue went away. As Govinda stroked his body, the Lord slept very nicely for about 45 minutes, and then his sleep broke. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw Govinda sitting by his side, he was somewhat angry. Why have you been sitting here for so long today? The Lord asked. Why didn't you go to take your meal after I fell asleep? The Lord asked. Govinda replied, You were lying down, blocking the door, and there was no way to go. The Lord asked, How did you enter the room? Why didn't you go out to take your lunch in the same way? Govinda mentally replied, My duty is to serve, even if I have to commit offenses or go. I would not mind committing hundreds and thousands of offenses for the service of the Lord, but I greatly fear committing even a glimpse of an offense for my own self. Thinking in this way, Govinda kept silent. He did not reply to the Lord's inquiry. It was Govinda's practice to go take lunch when the Lord was asleep. On that day, however, seeing the Lord's weariness, Govinda continued massaging his body. There was no way to go. How could he leave? When he thought of crossing over the Lord's body, he considered it as a great offense. These are some of the finer points of etiquettes in devotional service. Only one who has received the mercy of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can understand these principles. The Lord is very interested in manifesting the exalted qualities of his devotees, and that is why he engineered this incident.
Hare Krishna. Elections are around the corner in India, and we can see hectic discussions happening between various political parties, striking up alliances before the polls. Every day we get some breaking news or the other on this.
Yes, everyone are trying to figure out who their friends are.
Yes, friendship is indeed a rasa. We all take pleasure in making friends, don't we? Because there is a certain rasa in friendship which is called Sakya rasa. Talking of Sakya rasa, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu displayed this rasa wholeheartedly with his eternal associate Sri Nityananda Prabhu.
Among friends, there is certain liberty between them. For the welfare of friend, one may mislead him or make fun of him. There is very nice pastime of this friendship among two supreme lords, Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda.
After taking sannyasa, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to visit Sri Vrindavan Dham. Nityananda Prabhu, however, wanted Mahaprabhu to come to Bengal so that his beloved mother Sachimata could have his darshan once.
Knowing the inner mind of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu convinced Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that they were on the way to Vrindavan, while actually they were on the way to Bengal. On the way, Nityananda Prabhu took help of some coward boys, and when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked the boys the way to Vrindavan, they showed him the path to Shantipura in Bengal instead of Vrindavan.
When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Sri Nityananda Prabhu how far Vrindavan was from their place, Nityananda Prabhu told that they had already reached the Yamuna but showed him the Ganga. Mahaprabhu became overwhelmed with ecstasy, mistaking Ganga for Yamuna.
Then Advaitacharya, who was already aware of Nityananda Prabhu's plan, came there in a boat. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was surprised to see Advaitacharya, wondering how he has reached Vrindavan. Then Advaitacharya explained him the situation.
After Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard this, he became so angry and accused Nityananda Prabhu very badly of cheating him. Finally, Mahaprabhu somehow became calm and went together with Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Acharya to Shantipura, to the house of Sri Advaita Acharya. Such were the friendly dealings between Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda Prabhu.
Come, let us relive this wonderful pastime of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the reservoir of all rasas. Hari Bol!
After accepting the sannyasa order, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu decided to go to the Vrindavana and engage himself wholly and solely in the service of Mukunda in a solitary place. As Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was en route to Vrindavana, all the ecstatic symptoms became manifest, and he did not know in which direction he was going, nor did he know whether it was a day or night. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went towards Vrindavana, Nityananda Prabhu, Chandrasekhara, and Prabhu Mukunda followed him. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu passed through Radha Desa, whoever saw him in ecstasy exclaimed, "Hari, Hari!" As they chanted this with the Lord, all the unhappiness of the material existence diminished. All the cowherd boys who saw Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu passing joined, and with him began to shout loudly, "Hari, Hari!" When he heard all the cowherd boys also chanting Hari, Hari, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very pleased. He approached them, put his hand on their heads, and said, "Go on chanting like that." Calling all the boys in confidence and telling a reasonable story, Nityananda Prabhu instructed them as follows. If Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asks you about the path to Vrindavana, please show him the path to the bank of Ganges instead. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in ecstasy and he asked where Nityananda Prabhu was going. Nityananda replied that he was going with him towards Vrindavana. When the Lord asked Nityananda Prabhu how far it was to Vrindavana, Nityananda replied, "Just see, here is the river Yamuna." Saying this, Nityananda Prabhu took Chaitanya Mahaprabhu near the Ganges, and the Lord, in his ecstasy, accepted the river Ganges as the river Yamuna. The Lord said, "Oh, what a good fortune! Now I have seen the river Yamuna." Thus thinking the Ganges to be the river Yamuna, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to offer prayers to it. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offered the obeisances and took his bath in the Ganges. At that time, he had only one piece of underwear, for there was no second garment. While Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was standing there without a second garment, Sri Advaita Acharya arrived in a boat, bringing with him new undergarments and external garments. When Advaita Acharya arrived, he stood before the Lord and offered his obeisances. After seeing him, the Lord began to wonder about the entire situation. Still in his ecstasy, the Lord asked Advaita Acharya, "Why did you come here? How did you know that I was in Vrindavana?" Advaita Acharya disclosed the whole situation, telling Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, "Wherever you are, that is Vrindavana. Now, it is my great fortune that you have come to the banks of Ganges." Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then said, "Nityananda has cheated me. He has brought me to the bank of Ganges and told me that it was Yamuna. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accused Nityananda of cheating him, Srila Advaita Acharya said, "Whatever Nityananda Prabhu has told you is not false. You have indeed just now taken your bath in a river Yamuna, as on the western side is river Yamuna and eastern side is Ganges."
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. There are innumerable stories has been written and movies has been made around the relationship between mother and a child. All those stories were written long ago. But even if you read those stories, it will touch your heart. You know, there is a rasa is there in the relationship between mother and a child.
Yes, Prabhu, and that rasa is called Vatsalya rasa. None of the mother-son stories could be more heart-wrenching, more tragic, more moving than Sachi Mata and Mahaprabhu's melancholy when Mahaprabhu took sannyasa.
After Mahaprabhu took sannyasa, Nityananda Prabhu brought him to Shantipur, where Advaita Acharya's house is there. At the same time, Sachimata also brought to Shantipur to Advaita Acharya's house. When Sachimata saw Nityananda Prabhu in the sannyasi dress with all his beautiful hairs were shaven, her sorrow was indescribable.
Yes, Prabhu, and similarly, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was also in extreme sorrow on this occasion. Sachimata, who already had a great shock when the elder brother of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Vishwarupa, took sannyasa earlier. Now this was another shock for her, which was unbearable.
You know, Prabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had a very great mercy and love to Sachimata. He said to Sachimata that she gave birth to him. This body belongs to her. He is ready to stay wherever she wants him to stay. And Sachimata requested Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to stay at Jagannath Puri. This way, whenever people from Bengal travel to Jagannath Puri, they can bring some information about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This way, she can feel little bit better, little bit happiness.
That's true, Prabhu, and all the devotees wanted to serve prasadam for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Advait Acharya's house. However, Sachimata begged them very pitiably to allow only her to cook for her transcendental son, who is, after this, she wouldn't get opportunity this again once he leave for Puri, Jagannath Puri. All the devotees agreed to this, and after this, Sachimata had only cooked for her transcendental son on daily basis as far he stayed at Advaita Acharya's house.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Vatsalya Leela is really wonderful. Come, let us relive the wonderful pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is a reservoir of all the rasas. Hare Krishna, Hari Bol.
My darling Nimai, do not be cruel like Vishwarupa. After accepting the renounced order, Vishwarupa never again gave me audience. If you do like him, that will certainly be the death of me.
My dear mother, please hear. This body belongs to you. I do not possess anything. This body was raised by you, and it comes from you. I cannot repay this debt, even in millions of births. Knowingly or unknowingly, I have accepted this renounced order. Still, I shall never be indifferent to you. My dear mother, wherever you ask me to stay, I shall stay. And whatever you order, I shall execute. Everyone was chanting the holy names of Hari and dancing. In this way, the domicile of Advaita Acharya was converted into Sri Vaikuntha Puri.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Alas, my dear Lord, kindly bestow this benediction as a result of whatever service I have rendered unto you from my childhood. Whenever Nimai falls to the surface of the earth, please do not let him feel any pain. This consideration is good. In my opinion, if Nimai remains at Jagannath Puri, he may not leave any one of us, and at the same time can remain aloof as a sannyasi. Thus, both purposes are fulfilled.
Hare Krishna. It was quite a heart-wrenching incident of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sachi Mata.
Why don't we lighten the mood with some humor?
As you have talked about humor, every one of us likes humor. The children, the youth, and even the old age people likes a little bit of humor because it has a rasa involved in it, and that rasa is known as Hasya Rasa.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the reservoir of all rasas. Although he was a very strict sannyasi, though even he have recited some of the pastimes with Hasya Rasas.
During his childhood, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to visit the banks of river Ganga, where the girls from the neighborhood used to come. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to tease them in a brotherly manner. These girls used to worship Lord Shiva and Goddess Durga in order to get a good husband. They used to offer them sandalwood paste, flower garlands, fruits, sweets, and rice as an offering.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who was known as Nimai then, would tell girls that Durga and Ganga are my maidservants, and if you offer all the offerings brought to him, he will bless them with good husbands. So saying, Nimai will enjoy all the offerings without their permission.
Although the girls were happy with this brotherly naughtiness of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but they used to show their anger externally. They used to object Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's behavior, and as a result of which, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to threaten them that if you will not give me your offerings, I will make sure that you will get an old husband, and that old husband will have at least 4 co-wives. But if the things got resolved, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to bless them that now you will get a young, healthy, and a rich husband, and from that you will have at least 7 children.
Thus, the girls would enjoy Nimai's teasing and blessings then, just as brothers and sisters have humorous dealing. Come, let us relive this wonderful pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the reservoir of all rasas. Hari Bol!
Sometimes, the Lord would go with other children to bathe in the Ganges, and the neighboring girls would also come there to worship various demigods. Addressing the girls, the Lord would say, "Worship me, I shall give you good husbands or good benediction. The Ganges, Goddess Durga, these are my maid servants. And what to speak of other demigods? Even Lord Shiva is my servant."
Hare Krishna. Yes. Can someone tell how many wonders are there in the world? Yes, there are 7 wonders are there in the world. Every year, millions of people used to visit from across the world to those wonder places. Why is that human civilization is so much toward this wonder? What could be the reason for all this fascination, Prabhu?
Because, Prabhu, there is a rasa that we get when we visit such wonders, Prabhu, and this rasa is known as Adbhuta Rasa.
Adbhuta Rasa.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hari bol. Who can be more wonderful than the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as Supreme Personality of the Godhead, enacted many wonderful Adbhuta Rasa. Hearing those pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all of our hearts will be evoked with this rasa of wonders.
And one such wonderful pastime that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu enacted, Prabhu, is known as the Amra pastime, Prabhu.
Haribo.
You know what Amra means, Prabhu?
No, Prabhu.
Amra means mango.
Mango.
And this pastime was enacted by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in a place known as Amarghat and Sri Navadvip Dham. Sri Navadvip Dham ki
Jai. Prabhu, when you told Navadvip Dham, I can remember those pastimes, Prabhu. That time, once Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was still a Grihastha, he used to have Harinama Sankirtan party along with all his associates throughout the year. One day it happened so, by the time evening, they reached the same place in Navadvip Dham. That time, the devotees, after full day of Sankirtan party, they were full tired. They were fatigued. Somehow they wanted to get refreshed.
And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally decided to distribute mangoes to all the Vaishnavas, Prabhu, in order to relieve their fatigue. But Prabhu, it was not a mango season and mangoes were also not widely available, Prabhu.
Then, Prabhu?
So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu just took a mango seed and planted it in the ground.
Hari bol, Prabhu. Then I'll tell
Prabhu.
Prabhu.
Please, Prabhu.
Then you know what has happened?
Yes, Prabhu.
That speed, whatever he has poured, that has sprouted immediately. Not only that, Prabhu, that has immediately become such a wonderful tree. Prabhu, still not there. Many branches have come from that tree. Again, still not there, Prabhu. Not over. Many big mangoes was hanging on those branches, Prabhu. Hari bol.
And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally released these mangoes, Prabhu.
Jai.
And he distributed to all the Vaishnavas.
Hari bol.
And these mangoes, Prabhu, they
Yes,
were
Prabhu.
out of this world, Prabhu.
How is that, Prabhu?
They were exceptionally sweet.
Wow.
And these mangoes,
Yes,
they
Prabhu.
did not have an outer skin
No
or
skin?
a seed within them, Prabhu. It
No
was completely a mango fruit, Prabhu.
Prabhu, hearing your description, everybody's mouth is now water,
Hari
Prabhu.
bol.
Hari bol. Prabhu, the tree was there for a long time.
Jai.
For one complete year, the tree was producing same wonderful mango
Jai.
unlimitedly.
Hari bol.
Every day after the Sankirtan party, Harinama Sankirtan party, those devotees used to go there, enjoy those mango feast.
Hari bol.
Is that not wonderful, Prabhu?
It is wonderful.
Is that not
Prabhu.
wonderful, devotees? No, I cannot hear sound. Is that wonderful or no? Prabhu, see, their heart also invoked with the same Adbhuta Rasa,
Come,
Prabhu.
Prabhu, let us relive this wonderful pastime of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Who is the reservoir of all
the
pleasure?
rasas.
Hari bol.
One day, the Lord performed Sankirtana with all his devotees.
जहूँ रे मन श्री नंद नंदन अभय चरण बिंद रे दुलह मानव जन्म सत सहे तर हे भव सिंधु रे भजहु रे मन श्री नंद नंदन अभय चरण बिंद रे भजहूँ रे मन श्री नंद नंदन अभय चरुदार बिंद रे दुलह मानव जन्म शत शये तार भव सिंधु रे शीतया तपवत बरिखन ए दिन यामिनी जागी रे विफले से बिनु कृपण दूर जन चपल सुख लब लागी रे ए धन जोबन পুত্র পরিজন ইথে কি আছে পরতীতরে কমল দল জল জীবন টলমল ভজাহু হরিপদ নিতরে श्रवण कीर्तन स्मरण बंदन पाद सेवन दासी रे पूजन सखी जन आत्म निवेदन हरिपद अभिलाषी रे भजहु रे मन श्री नंद नंदन अभय चरण अरविंद रे दुर्लभ मानव जन्म सत सहे गर्भ रे भव सिंधु रे भजहु रे मन श्री नंद नंदन अभय चरण अरविंद रे.
When they were greatly fatigued, they sat down. The Lord then sowed a mango seed in the yard, and immediately seed fructified into a tree and began to grow. As people looked on, the tree became fully grown, with fruits that fully ripened. Thus, everyone was struck with wonder. The Lord immediately picked about 200 fruits, and after washing them, he offered them to Krishna to eat. The fruits were all red and yellow, with no seed inside and no skin outside, and eating one fruit would immediately fill the man's belly. In this way, the Lord performed Sankirtana every day, and at the end of Sankirtana, there was a mango eating festival every day for 12 months.
Hare Krishna. Recently, a movie called Hanuman became a big hit in India. Hollywood makes many such superhero films, and this Hanuman is a Deshi version of a superhero. Why do people like superhero movies, and why do they become so popular all around the world? And why do people like superheroes irrespective of the country?
It is because we all like to hear about the heroic and superhuman activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And you know, this tendency is exhibited in a perverted way in the material world by eagerness to hear about such imaginary superheroes.
Yes, Prabhu. None of us can stay away from the rasa of heroism. We all like and love to see the superhero saving us from villains and demons. And the Krishna is the ultimate and the real superhero. And this type of rasas is called Veera Rasa.
Once, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in Murari Gupta's house. Suddenly, he remembered the Vraha or boar incarnation of Lord Shri Krishna.
Oh, I'm remembering an incident, Prabhuji. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Calling out, Shukara, Shukara, Mahaprabhu took a small water pot and climbed on the shoulder of Murari Gupta. And thus, this water pot is representing the Mother Earth, and Varahadeva is rescuing this Mother Earth from the ocean.
Actually, what the incident was, the demon Hiranyaksha hit the Mother Earth in the depth of the water. Varahadeva picked her up, and when he was emerged from the water, Hiranyaksha was waiting to kill him. There was a pitched battle between the Vrahadeva and Hiranyaksha. After furious combat, Vrahadeva defeated Hiranyaksha. In this way, he restored the Mother Earth in her original orbit.
Yes, Prabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was completely absorbed in this rasa, which Varahadeva is saving Mother Earth and killing the demon and the villain Hiranyaksha. Thus, Mahaprabhu exhibited Veera Rasa.
Come, let us relive this wonderful pastime of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the reservoir of all rasas. Hari Bol!
The Lord cried out, Shukra, Shukra. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu assumed his form as a boar incarnation and got up on the shoulders of Murari Gupta. He carried a small gadu, a small water pot with a nozzle, and thus he symbolically picked up the earth from the depth of the ocean. And for this is the pastime of Lord Varaha.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Why say late Prabhu?
Prabhu, today I got caught in the traffic Prabhu. One of the silly superhero movie got released Prabhu. That is why I am late Prabhu.
Okay. If we simply observe ourselves in the chivalrous pastimes of Supreme Personality Godhead Krishna, no more people will be, superheroes will be pale in comparison, and even we can't be able to attract with our silly superheroes in the movies.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Well said Prabhu. Today people are engaging one thing or the other. If they are not watching superhero movies, you can find them watching horror movies, Prabhu. We can understand that watching superhero movies gives feel-good factor. But what is fun in watching horror movies, Prabhu?
Because there is a rasa in experiencing fear. That is called Bhayanaka rasa.
Does Supreme Personality of Godhead exhibited that rasa also?
Of course, all the rasa emanates from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Even Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu exhibits this rasa.
Oh, yes, Prabhu. One day, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Srivasa Thakura to read Vishnu Sahasranama. While reciting Vishnu Sahasranama, the holy name of Lord Narasimhadeva appeared. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard the holy name of Lord Narasimhadeva, he completely absorbed in the mood of Lord Narasimhadeva.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, taking the club, he ran through the streets and he is ready to kill the atheist. By seeing the appearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the ecstasy mood of Narasimhadeva, people got frightened and they ran through the streets.
On seeing people so afraid, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to his external senses and returned to Srivasa Thakura house and thrown away the club. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became so morose, started saying that causing fear in the hearts of the people is an offense.
Even Srivasa Thakura assured Mahaprabhu that whomsoever taking the holy name, 10 millions of offenses will be immediately get vanished. Even, in fact, there is no offense from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the mood of, ecstasy mood of Narasimhadev.
On the other hand, who saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the fearsome mood immediately got relieved from the clutches of material bondage. In this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was pacified.
Come, let's go and relive the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the reservoir of all the rasas.
Haribol!
One day, the Lord offered Srivasa Thakur to read the Brihad Sahasranama, the 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu, for he wanted to hear them at that time. As he read the 1,000 names of Lord, in due course, the holy name of Lord Narasimha appeared. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard the holy name of Lord Narasimha Deva, he became fully absorbed in the thought.
Utram Veeram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvato.
In the mood of Lord Narasimha Deva, Lord Chaitanya ran through the city streets, clubs in hand and ready to kill all the atheists.
उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नरसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्योर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं स्वाहा उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नरसिंहं
The Lord became Morris and said to Srivasa Thakur, "When I adopted the mood of Lord Narasimhadeva, people were greatly afraid. Therefore I stopped, since causing fear among people is an offense." Srivasa Thakur replied, "Anyone who takes your holy name vanquishes 10 millions of his offenses immediately. There was no offense in your appearing as a Narasimhadeva. Rather, any man who saw you in that mood was immediately liberated from the bondage of material existence."
Hare Krishna. That was a wonderful pastime of Bhayanaka Rasa by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, evoked by hearing Lord Narasimhadeva's holy name in the Vishnu Sahasranama.
By the way, did you know that in the Vishnu Sahasranama, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also mentioned?
Yes, in the Vishnu Sahasranama, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is glorified as Sannyasa Krit Shamashanto Nishta Shanti Parayanaha. Mahaprabhu, who took sannyasa, is very peaceful and fixed up in devotional service. He is very peaceful because, unlike other incarnations, he did not take any weapons to destroy the atheists.
But yet, although Chaitanya Mahaprabhu observed in the bhakti for Lord Sri Krishna and hence most peaceable, but he too exhibited anger.
Yes, the most famous pastime of deliverance of Jagai and Madai.
Exactly. When Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Tagore were going door to door, encouraging people to chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, they happened to meet two most sinful persons in the marketplace named Jagai and Madai. Jagai and Madai were actually drunkard, woman hunted, meat eaters, dacoits, and always caused disturbance to others.
Nityananda Prabhu felt that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's holy name will be even more glorified if such fallen souls are delivered. So thinking, he asked them to chant Hare Krishna.
Maddened with pride and intoxication, Jagai and Madai became very angry and they started abusing Nityananda Prabhu with all kind of bad words. But do you know what Nityananda Prabhu did? He simply requested them again and again to chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra.
Then Madai picked some broken pots lying there and hit the forehead of Nityananda Prabhu. Blood started oozing from Nityananda Prabhu's forehead. But still Nityananda Prabhu did not relent. He again gently requested them to chant Hare Krishna.
Soon this news reached Mahaprabhu and he immediately reached there. Seeing the blood oozing out from Nityananda Prabhu vowed, Mahaprabhu became very angry and he immediately lifted his right hand, extending his forefinger and invoking Sudarshana.
Seeing this, Jagai and Madai came to their senses and fell at the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu. But Mahaprabhu's anger was like ocean, still it would not subside.
Seeing this, Nityananda Prabhu immediately caught hold of Chaitanya Prabhu's lotus feet and reminded him not to use any weapon in this incarnation but to deliver the most fallen soul. Finally, by the earnest request of Nityananda Prabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu anger subsided and he forgave Jagai and Madai, but only on one condition, that they would not commit the sinful act again.
In this manner, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu delivered the most sinful and fallen Jagai and Madai. Come, let us relive the pastime of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the reservoir of all rasas. Hari Bol!
Jagai and Madai were two brothers, born in Navdvipa in a respectable Brahmana family, who later became addicted to all kinds of sinful activities. By the order of Lord Chaitanya, both Nityananda Prabhu and Haridasa Thakur used to preach the cult of Krishna consciousness door to door.
নেচে বল হরি বল হরি বল বাহু তুলে 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 নেচে নেচে হরি বল হরি বল। গৌরাঙ্গ কহ গৌরাঙ্গ লহ গৌরাঙ্গের নাম রে যে জন গৌরাঙ্গ খোঁজে সে হয় আমার প্রাণ রে ভজ গৌরাঙ্গ গৌরাঙ্গ গৌরাঙ্গের নাম রে
Thus they received initiation into the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra from the Lord and were delivered.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, recently I heard there is a tragic incident happened at Ghaziabad. A woman jumped off a building, committed a suicide.
Oh.
She did this because of her husband of 3 months just died. What an unfortunate incident, isn't it, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu, it's a very unfortunate incident.
Probably this woman loved her husband so much that she could not bear the separation from him when he died.
Yes, Prabhu, because the depth of love between a lover and the beloved is seen in the intensity of pain that they can separate from each other. The separation between the lovers is called viraha, and which is one of the aspects of Sringara Rasa.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is none other than Krishna himself in the mood of Radharani. He has exhibited highest intense pain of separation from Krishna, which cannot be imitated or felt by any soul other than Radharani and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Mahaprabhu would dream of Krishna and thinks that he was there in Vrindavan. When Govinda woke him up, he felt very upset that he had been only dreaming.
Once, Swarupa Damodara Goswami, in the morning, when he opened the door of Gambhira, where Mahaprabhu stayed, he found all the doors to the room locked. But Mahaprabhu was missing. All the devotees frantically started searching, where is Mahaprabhu? Where is Mahaprabhu? At last, they found him unconscious at Simhadwara of Jagannath Puri temple.
All the devotees started chanted Hare Krishna very loudly. Mahaprabhu came into original consciousness. Then all the devotees took him back to Gambhira. Mahaprabhu don't know what had happened. All the thing he could remember was he saw Krishna for a moment and disappeared.
In another occasion, Mahaprabhu was going to the ocean in the Puri, where he saw the small sand dune called Chataka Parvat. He mistook that as a Govardhan hill. He started running towards it in the search of Krishna, Krishna. All the devotees started following up Mahaprabhu for fearing his safety.
Finally, Mahaprabhu fell down at the ground and displayed all the 8 ecstatic symptoms. All the devotees started chanting Hare Krishna very loudly. Mahaprabhu came into original consciousness and still he was searching for something. When Mahaprabhu came to external consciousness, he saw Krishna was holding the cows at Vrindavan. When the gopis are coming, Krishna entered into the cave along with the Radharani. All the devotees started chanting Hare Krishna very loudly to bring Mahaprabhu back into original state.
In another occasion, Mahaprabhu saw the garden in the Puri, where he mistook that as a Vrindavana, and he started searching Krishna all round the garden. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Just like Radharani does.
Mahaprabhu was asking all the birds, trees and the creepers whether they had seen Krishna, exactly like Radharani did. When Krishna left her in the middle of the Rasa dance and disappeared, finally Radharani and the gopis saw Krishna below the Kadamba tree near the banks of river Yamuna. All the devotees started chanting Hare Krishna very loudly to bring Mahaprabhu back into normal state.
When Mahaprabhu came back to his external consciousness, he becomes very morose. He has seen the Krishna, but he lost it now. Now, all the devotees started feeling very saying Hare Krishna, and this he exhibits culmination of all Singara Rasa called Mahabhava, which cannot be experienced by any other soul other than Radharani herself.
Come, let us relive this wonderful pastime of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the reservoir of all the rasas. Hari Bol.
One day, while going to the beach by the sea, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu suddenly saw a flower garden. Lord Chaitanya mistook that garden for Vrindavana and very quickly entered it. Absorbed in the ecstatic love of Krishna, he wandered throughout the garden, searching for him. He saw Krishna performing Rasa dance. Where has my Krishna gone? I saw him just now, and his beauty has captivated my eyes and mind. Why can't I see him again? Why can't I see Krishna holding his flute to his lips? My eyes are wandering in hopes of seeing him once more.
My dear friend, the lustre of Krishna's body is more brilliant than that of a newly formed cloud. His yellow dress is more attractive than newly arrived lighting. A peacock feather decorates his head. On his neck hangs a lovely necklace of brilliant pearls. As he holds his charming flute to his lips, his face looks as beautiful as full autumn moon. By such beauty, Madan Mohana, the enchanter of Cupid, is increasing the desire of my eyes to see him.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued. Sri Krishna's complexion is as polished as powdered eye ointment. It surpasses the beauty of a newly formed cloud and is softer than blue lotus flowers. Indeed, his complexion is so pleasing that it attracts the eyes and minds of everyone. And it is so powerful that it defies all comparisons.
My dear friend, please tell me, what should I do? Krishna is as attractive as a wonderful cloud. My eyes are just like Chataka birds, which are dying of thirst because they do not see such a cloud. Krishna's yellow garments look exactly like restless lighting in the sky, and the pearl necklace on his neck appears like a line of ducks flying below a cloud. Both the peacock feather on his head and his Vaijayanti garland resemble rainbows. The lustre of Krishna's body is as beautiful as the glow of a spotless full moon that has just risen, and the vibration of his flute sounds exactly like the sweet thundering of a newly formed cloud. When the peacocks in Vrindavana hear that vibration, they all began to dance. The cloud of Krishna's pastimes is drenching the 14 worlds with a shower of nectar. Unfortunately, when that cloud appeared, a whirlwind arose and blew it away from me. Being unable to see the cloud, the Chataka bird of my eyes is almost dead from thirst.
Dear Krishna, by seeing your beautiful face decorated with tresses of your hair, and by seeing the beauty of your earrings falling on your cheeks, and by seeing the nectar of your lips, the beauty of your smiling glances, your two arms, which assure complete fearlessness, and your broad chest, whose beauty arose conjugal attractions, we have simply surrendered ourselves to becoming your maidservants. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then said to Swarupa Damodara Goswami, please sing a song that will bring consciousness to my heart. Thus, for the pleasure of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Swarupa Damodara Goswami began very sweetly singing the following verses from Gita Govinda.
परिशीलन कोमलमलय समीरे मधुकरनिकर करम्बित कोकिल कूजित कुञ्ज कुडिये राधे विहरति हरिरेहा विहरति हरिरिह सरस वसन्ते नृत्यति युवती जनेन समं सखि विरहि जनस्य दुरन्ते राधे विहरति हरिरेहा.
Here in the arena of Rasa dance, I remember Krishna, who was always fond of joking and performing pastimes. Ramananda Raya made the Lord sit down and dissipated his fatigue by fanning him. Then all the devotees took Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to the beach and bathed him. Finally, they brought him back to the home.
Hare Krishna devotees.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in Jagannath Puri, during the daytime, he used to meet a lot of devotees, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
And sometimes he used to go and take darshan of Lord Jagannath in the temple. And occasionally he used to take his bath in the Mahodadi ocean as well, Prabhu. In this way, somewhat he was distracted from his feelings of separation from his Lord, Prabhu.
But in night it was not so, Prabhu, because Lord was alone in Gambhira along with his dear confidential associates. In night, his mind was completely disturbed. His heart was completely filled with feeling of separation from Lord Krishna. Understanding his mind, your dear devotees, Ramananda Raya and Swarup Damodara used to sing wonderful songs from Gita Govinda, Bhagavatam and Chandidasa. Hearing those wonderful songs, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was completely immersed in the pastime of Radha and Krishna.
As time went by, Prabhu, his intense feelings of separation intensified, Prabhu. And on one such occasion, he suddenly remembered the pastime of Lord Krishna leaving Vrindavan and going to Dwarka, Prabhu. And out of transcendental ecstasy, he just acted like a madman, Prabhu. He held the neck of Ramananda Raya and thinking Swarupa Damodara as one of his gopi friends, he started questioning them. Oh, where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Where is the Lord of my life gone? Please show him to me.
By the time midnight has come, seeing the condition of the Lord, his dear devotees took him inside the Gambhira, made him to sleep. And not only that, fearing of safety for Lord, and they closed the outside road, thinking of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will run out for search of Krishna, which he used to do in the past.
When Lord was alone in the Gambhira, Prabhu, he actually had intense distress, because of which he started rubbing his face against the walls of the Gambhira, Prabhu. And blood started oozing from his nose, mouth and cheek. But he could not feel any of it, Prabhu, because of his transcendental ecstasy, Prabhu.
Not only that, Prabhu, somehow he wanted to go out of Gambhira and see Krishna. Out of so much of anxiety, Lord was searching for doors inside the Gambhira, but he could not find the door. Because of complete anxiety and out of mind, started hitting his head on the wall, and blood started coming continuously from his face.
When Sri Govinda and Sri Ramananda Raya opened the doors of the Gambhira and seeing the condition of the Lord, they actually became immensely sorrowful, Prabhu. And slowly they took the Lord to the bed and slowly calmed him down, Prabhu.
But Lord was unfortunately could not get himself pacified there. His heart was completely filled with feeling of separation of Krishna and Radha. And his mind is completely disturbed. Seeing the condition of the Lord, all his dear devotees' heart was filled with shock. The same way all the devotees sitting here is also filled with shock. This wonderful pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which invoked shock in all these devotees, is also called Bibitsarasa.
Shri Bibitsarasa ki
Jai. Come Prabhu, let's relive the pastime of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the reservoir of all the rasas. Hari Hari Bol.
As his feelings of separation and the ecstasy of Srimati Radharani increased, at every moment, the Lord's activities, both day and night, were now mild, insane performances. Suddenly, there awoke within Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu the scene of Lord Krishna's departure to Mathura, and he began exhibiting the symptoms of ecstatic madness. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke like a madman, holding Ramananda Raya by the neck and questioning Swarupa Damodara, thinking him to be his gopi friend, searching for Krishnas like a madman. Just as Srimati Radharani inquired from her personal friend Visakha, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, reciting that very verse, began speaking like a madman. The thought that providence continued the life of one who does not wish to live aroused anger and lamentation in Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who then chastises the providence and makes an accusation against Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is lamented in the mood of separation. Alas! Alas, O Krishna, where have you gone? Feeling in his heart the ecstatic emotions of gopis, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu agonized in those words, saying, O Govinda, O Damodara, O Madhava. After the Lord was made to lie down, Ramananda Rai returned home, and Swarupa Damodara and Govinda lay down at the doors of Gambhira. Feeling separation from Krishna, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so distraught that in great anxiety he stood up and began rubbing his face against the wall of Gambhira. In this state of madness, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mind was unsteady. Whatever he said or did was symptomatic of madness.
Sri Chaitanya Rasotsava ki jai. So big round of applause for the performance. Everybody together, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. So we would like to acknowledge the performance by all the devotees. We request the devotees who have performed, who participated in this Chaitanya Rasotsava to kindly come forward on the stage. The team members, Divanjali as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Subhadra as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his Grihastha form, Brahmana and associate, Sharika Sri as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his childhood and as a gopi, Gayatri as Sri Krishna, Harshini as Brahmana, associate and Hiranyaksha, Arani as gopi and village girl, Adira as gopi and village girl, Ananya as Brahmana and Bhudevi, Sadanya as Vaishnava devotee and associate, Ramya Rupa Devi Dasi as Govinda and Advaita Acharya, Nayana as Nityananda Prabhu, Devraj as cowherd boy and associate, Yuvan as cowherd boy, Sri Krishna Chaitanya as cowherd boy, Srija as Arjuna, Krudai as associate, Sangini Indulekha Devi Dasi as Sachi Mata, Vittala as associate and Kirtaniya, Jayant as associate and Kirtaniya, Anuradha as Radharani in her childhood and Gopi, Shanti as associate, Sarika Mal as Varaha, Narsimha and Madhai, Pallavi as Jagai. Big round of applause. Hari Bol. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. They were ably assisted in the backstage by Ramya Rupa Devi Dasi, so Sundari Gopi Devi Dasi, Deepa, Prabha, Shailaja, Priya, Sudha, Bindya, Varsha, Nandini, Shivani and Krishna Premi. Once more, big round of applause. Hari Hari Bol. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki jai. We also wish to thank Shivam and Sangiri Indulekha Devi Dasi for the voiceover, Nareshwar Krishna Prabhu for collaterals and audio, video and lighting arrangements, Raghav Sharan Prabhu for the stage and other arrangements, Sudama Vipra Prabhu and Raghav Sharan Prabhu for coordinating all the speakers, the narrators, and Sudham Vipra Prabhu for overall coordination and planning. And not to forget the narrators. We request all the narrators also to come forward. Where are they? Shantarasa was narrated by Jatin and Rakesh. Daya Rasa by Devender and Tejas. Dasya by Suresh and Sai Nitin. Sakhya by Dharnish and Dilip. Vatsalya by Senthil and Vikas. Hasya by Rishikesh and Prakhar. Adbhuta and Bibetsa by Haribandhu Das and Saranga Thakur Das. Virya by Akash and Rohit. Bhayanaka by Dilip and Parthiban. Raudra by Yashwant and Anish. Shringara by Shrikanta Govinda Das and Saran. So, a very big team. Hope the stage doesn't collapse. So, once again, one big round of applause for all the devotees. So, we all humbly pray at the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada and Sri Gaur Nitai to forgive us for any mistakes and offenses, and we sincerely pray that they are pleased with this humble offering. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Sri Gaur Nitai ki jai, Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. We now request our President, His Grace Suvyakta Narasimha Prabhu, to please come on the stage and give away the Bahumanas to the sponsors for today's festival. We request Sri Mani Ganapati Ramachandran to please come on stage for sponsoring the Annadana Seva, Sri Mani Ganapati Ramachandran and family. Srimati Rajalakshmi, we request Ms. Rajalakshmi to please come on stage for sponsoring the Annadana Seva. Next, we request Suma Devi R to please come on stage for sponsoring the Gaur Purnima Seva. Suma Devi R. Saranga Thakur Prabhu, please come on stage for sponsoring the Gaur Purnima Seva. Srikant Govinda Das. We request Srikant Govinda Das to come on stage for sponsoring the Gaur Purnima Seva. We thank all the sponsors for their support for this festival. We request Sri Vidya Sridhar to please come forward for sponsoring the Gaur Purnima Seva. Thank you very much.